We now have what is called the anti-bully badge. It was confusion, but I had taken it from the guy who wrote the book Bully, whose son was special needs, hung himself in a closet. But his bully had the red circle around it with the slash through it. Right, I didn't want to put that on a badge. So anti-bully is great. We have the new peel and stick anti-bully badges. So whether it's the 4 to 6 or the 7 to 12 workshop, you want to make sure that you do the bully match up.
Yes, sir.
Anti-bully, so please memorize that. Yes, sir?
Sir.
Make sure the facilitator handout you read, I'm very adamant, and it's almost very sad that a teenager would wake up and decide the best choice today is to kill myself. And there are kids as young as 5 years old committing suicide now. Right? So it's very important that we really teach confidence. Confidence is a common thread, that a child with confidence gets picked on less. They appear strong and confident, so the bully's naturally looking for who is weaker. Confidence was a great bully deterrent growing up in some of the poor neighborhoods I grew up in. This guy was bigger and stronger, probably beat the tar out of me. But the fact that I knew how to walk, I knew how to talk, I even dressed tough. People would leave you alone. It's just even that. And that's one of the keys in the art of war is deception. Be deceptive, the Trojan horse, right? So again, teaching confidence, but I think the deeper meaning of confidence for me, if I'm very confident and I'm okay with myself, I'm resilient to what anybody says to me. Sure. I don't care what you say to me. I know who I am. But I think when they're younger, it's really important to tell them, the only people I listen to are the people that matter and the people that I trust, which are my family, right? My family. That's it, my family. That's with the 4 to 6. Of course, with 7 to 12, I want you to focus more on the confidence aspect, right? And the whole thing, well, how does somebody with confidence stand? It's even written in here now. If you look at the new anti-bully, it says, because if you don't, I'm towards the bottom, the bully will likely keep bullying you. A great way to prevent a bully from bothering you is to show that you are confident. Who can show that they are confident by sitting up tall, chin up, and looking right at me? Whoa, you look strong and confident. I wouldn't bother any of you. So that little exercise is something you should do in both the 4 to 6 and the 7 to 12, right? How do we stand with confidence? No confidence, confidence, no confidence, right? Both of them should do the standard bully one of, if a bully comes up to you and says something mean, how do I step back, put my hands up, right? Creating distance. What does this say? Stop and guard says stop. What does this say? I want to fight, right? It's no longer your hands down going, stop it, leave me alone, or I'm going to tell the teacher. You want them to step back, create distance, like the crossing guard at school, put your hands up. Because we all know what the crossing guard is. What does this mean? Stop. What do you want the bully to do? Stop. Right? But I'm in a perfect stance to defend myself. The big things that you really reiterate, because parents are sitting there, is that, what does this say when I step forward and put my hands up? I want to fight. We understand that fighting is wrong. So we step back, create distance, bringing those hands up, like a crossing guard, and we say, stop it, leave me alone, or I'm going to tell the teacher. Or you walk away. I don't walk away like this. I walk away with my hands up when I feel safe. More than 2 adults' arm's length, I'm going to walk away. And just borrow that one from stranger, okay? So really with the younger kids, if you look at the 4 to 6, there's not really a lot of contact. Because there isn't any, right? What it really talks about, is how to handle the bully, telling the bully to stop, report, don't tattle, self-defense stance, family, right? That's in there. And then dodgeball wrap-up. The young ones, how long teach? 45 minutes. Yeah. So just like doing, thank you, ma'am, so much. Yeah. It's so much like doing a confidence class. Yeah. So they never strike, and the parents love that. But what you need to show, which is A-OK, stand up, see, left, right, back, hands up. So my hands are up like this. If the bully tries to grab me, my arms are in the way, right? And if nobody's there to help me and that bully's trying to really grab me hard, I can push him away. Right? Did I hit the bully? No, sir. I pushed him away. because he was trying to grab me, okay? But we understand that fighting is
wrong.
Hitting is wrong. See, so we always reiterate that through the whole bully workshop, especially with 4 to 6.
Sure.
Right? But this is the perfectly acceptable stance. My hands are up, I'm there. Most little kids aren't going to double up their fist and punch you at 4 and 5. But what will they do? Push you, grab you, try to throw you down. Because they don't know anything else.
Sure.
Right? They don't know anything else. So this is acceptable. This is acceptable, okay?
Sure.
And make sure they do that with you and not with each other. You might accidentally hit another kid, and that's not a good day. But much like stranger, you do want to share with the parents. The kids might be a little freaked out after, so please make sure you talk to them, read through the student parent handout for bullying, and make sure that they're okay. Because this can be a little overwhelming, not traumatizing, not, okay? This can be a little overwhelming, so please be mindful, parents, keep good communication, make sure they don't look, depressed or they're withdrawn, and that you communicate with them. Because coming in, we don't know if any of these kids have been bullied. We don't have time to interview every kid. We used to do that in our women's self-defense workshop to find out if they've been raped or molested. We don't have that time. But I assume if the parent brought them here that,
there's a concern, if
right,
nothing else.
there's a concern if not, then you may want to do that. Survey the room. Hey parents, if anyone would care to share with me, has anyone's child been bullied here? And you don't ask the kid, because bullying could be my big brother not saying hello to me this morning. Ted does that all day. Brandon's bullying me. What do you do? He didn't say hi. Oh, it's not bullying. So I want to be clear about that, okay? Now with 7 to 12, it is, pretty much the same thing, but you see how we have the sparring session at the end? Right? The sparring session at the end, and the 3 ways to beat bullying, right? That's different. The 3 choices on handling bullying is a little bit different, okay? It's a little bit different, but the confidence is the same. The bullying session is a little more language. We talk about internet bullying, which is very, very prevalent. That's why, especially for young girls, I think if they have the self-confidence and self-esteem, they're resilient to people excluding, because girls don't hit, girls exclude, girls spread rumors, girls talk about you. And sometimes mental bullying is even worse. I hit you, you get a bruise, it goes away. I see something really mean to you over and over and over. Guess what? Eventually I'm going to start believing it. Especially if they got them and their whole friends and the entire school behind them behaving this way. So it really takes a strong, resilient person to resist that. So one of the things they need to have is that armor of confidence, as I call it. Whatever you say, it bounces back to you. What do we say as kids?
I'm rubber, you're glue.
Right. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say sticks to you. Right. It is what it is, but if they have that confidence, they'll feel that way. So that's a big thing. And then talking about that internet bullying, there's zero tolerance for that. I just love block delete. They might not be that strong. Someone gets their phone number, they're being texted. You can't just shut their phone off. But the big thing, I think with older kids, much like younger kids, they need to understand it's not tattling. You were reporting it. That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. I don't want to be a tattletale. Well, it's the right thing to do. Because the one thing we're learning as adults, if we intervene immediately, consistently, bullying will stop. And I think I put that figure, I might have put that figure in the facilitator handout. It's somewhere in there.
There's a thing about.
Yeah, when people respond quickly and consistently to bullying behavior, they send the message that it is not acceptable. And I took it out, but in most cases it's going to stop. But we need to be swift, we need to be consistent, we need to be there. So if we don't talk about it, and that's one thing I share passionately with the parents. When you're doing this workshop, share with the parents. It's important you talk to your kids about it. Turning a blind eye to it is not acceptable. And helping your kid understand, because one parent at one point said to me, if someone hits my kid, I tell him to stand there with his hands down. Yes, because it's zero tolerance. It doesn't matter who started the fight. If 2 people are fighting, they're both expelled. I said, wow, that's horrible. I'm supposed to stand there and let you punch me in the face. I'm more afraid of my parent than you. So I'm going to let you hit me in the face, and then I feel like my parent's not protecting me because they're telling me there's zero tolerance. But in the end, it's up to the parent to say, please be mindful of that. When you disempower your child by not giving them a positive, constructive, empowering pathway to end the bullying, then they become a victim. Not only a victim to the bully, they become a victim to the system because of the rule, zero tolerance. If you're both fighting, you're both expelled, and they become a victim to you. And they can't trust you as a parent. Think about that. If I wake up and feel so alone in my own house, even with my parents there, that I choose to hang myself that morning in the closet of my bedroom. And that's what happened in the book Bully. The dad walked to get his kid to wake up for school, and he was hanging in the closet. That's horrible. Everybody let him down, didn't they? Everybody let that poor young man down. Everybody. So it needs to stop. And we can help facilitate that if we're an outlet for that. If we let him know it's safe here, you can always come to us. And this bullying workshop is just the tip of the iceberg. You know, what we can offer as a community, but it comes from the parent too. And you can be very polite and respectful, you know, and just share that. You can share that because it is a challenge. Cool? And so you see that there's a little difference. And of course,